coming this way. Wait a minute, hey, I'm ghosted.
By Roz Hernandez.
Sam Pancake is here.
Remind me of your name again, dear.
You've only been here at least 150 times on this podcast.
The same amount of years of my age.
One for each ring.
Chop, 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 chop. I haven't been cut open in a while when I think about it.
That sounds like a personal thing I don't need to hear about.
Surgeries. How are you, Roz?
I'm happy you're here.
Thank you.
It worked out so perfectly to have you here today.
Yeah.
Because, I'm not going to lie, we did have a dropout.
My life is empty without you, babe. It worked out well. It worked
out well because I texted you yesterday and then you said, oh, this is crazy because I have a psychic session right before then.
This morning. Yeah.
So I want to hear everything about this psychic session.
Roz. Well, our friend Lauren is the one who gave me the number, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. From a work person. And this psychic, whose name is Rachel, said a lot of stuff to her that really lined up. And so our friend...
Not Rachel Stavis.
No, it's funny because I was telling Sarah Burns, who also my pal, who I was just on a walk with, that yes, the two most recent psychics in my life are Rachel's, because I was telling her the story that we've told on the pod before about my father. And then this woman's name was also Rachel.
Okay.
And she is in Boston.
Oh.
So our friend...
Is she like a psychic to the stars?
She is a mom of a 3-year-old, which she'll let you know. I really liked her. Her energy is very fast. I was told a lot about her through my friend already. And our friend, who gave me the number, wants all of us to go to her so we can all corroborate. Because there was some work stuff, because she had some other friends from her work anyway. I was like, of course. P.S. affordable.
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to be giving us too many details, people are going to start asking, how do we get a reading with this person? So I don't know how much you want to give, but the more of a review you give, if it's positive, people are going to come to you asking for all the details.
I think it's okay. The review is very positive for me.
Okay.
I had an incredible experience.
Okay.
It's some of this... The thing is, a lot of it's very personal, and it was about my health. First of all, I went in this the right way, and you and I have been through a lot of psychic experiences.
Oh, so many.
On camera and off.
Can't even keep up with all the psychics.
Upstairs, downstairs, valley, city, Hollywood, beach. Literally, that's where I've had readings. I made sure this time. My friend gives me the number. I text her, Rachel. I say, got your number from a friend. Don't even say who it is. She writes back. Oh, and then I don't hear back right away because
You douche?
I'm on about 5 hours sleep. I feel like every time I do an Exactly Right show, I haven't slept. And I swear to Christ, I do sleep now. It's just one of
that's
those
how
days.
we like you.
Oh, that's raw. Yes, I douched for the psychic reading and other things. But my point is that I went in because I've always given way too much information.
You're a hard one because you'll start... No, and this is not any kind of attack on you or anything.
Sure it is. It's you. It's my daughter.
But you will give us a solo show.
Yeah.
So I can imagine you go to a psychic. You
I'm saying,
be real quiet.
Beautiful lady friend, I'm telling you, I went out of my way, and I am disciplining myself not to do that shit.
Good.
So here's what I did. I said, I got your number from a friend, didn't hear back. And then I said the name of the person that my friend got it from. I'm not going to say her name, which is a very specific, unusual name.
Uh-huh.
She gets right back. She's
Oprah.
like, she does readings all day.
Oprah Winfrey.
It rhymes with schmopra. And my friend's name rhymes with snail. So I said, and then I'm not gonna say the name I gave because I'll tell you off cam, but it's a name that I use in other situations where I don't use my own name.
Ooh.
Right? And so
is it Tabitha?
You just gave it away.
Ah.
Yes, Tabitha, daughter of Samantha. So then that she's like, times she knows I'm on the West Coast because she's on the East Coast. So then the day comes, the day was today. That's why it's magical this worked out the way it did, obviously. Right before you tell her Google Meet, FaceTime, Cash App, Snapshot, whatever, Snapshot. No, how do you want to do it? And I say Google Meet. And then I sent it to my third email, which has nothing to do with my name or anything in it, right? Like very anonymous. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because my other emails, don't email me, you can figure out it's me, is my point.
Okay.
At the very minute I do the credit
card.
Is there
a photo of you on this anonymous email?
Oh, no. It's no.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Because it's something I set up so you could have no details on me. Okay.
Yeah.
Last minute, I send the credit card through the Square Up app, and I'm like, maybe she could see the unusual last name, but there really was no time. And already, our friend who saw her already was like, who is a recognizable person, perhaps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she said that I knew she wasn't Googling me while she did it, because her hands are always like my friend was already, I feel like she's legit, but also there was no way she could have been Googling me during, right?
But this is video chat?
Yes. You can do a lot of things. I did Google Meet and I recorded the whole thing, honey. You can listen to it. I thought before, I was like, maybe I should do a half an hour because what is there? An hour was not enough. We went overtime. The dinger went off and she's like, I have some more stuff.
So walk me through it. Like, what did she do?
Well, this is the thing that's very personal. And
No, tell us.
No, yeah. It's nothing. It's not about sex. So we got to that later. But she right away, and I want you to set the scene. I am, again, going out of my way to be placid and serene and give nothing. The screen comes on. It's me, glasses, like a hat.
Stop.
Blurred background. No, just because it was first thing. It was 9:30 a.m. this morning, And I had been up since 6. And so I was just like, I'm not giving anything. Poker face. And she immediately was like, she said, let me know what you want to hear about love, career, your family, want to talk to dead people, your angels.
She's like, I could do it all, baby.
She says there's a lot of ways to go. And her energy is very, very quick and rushed and frantic, kind of like mine. And she was just like, lots of bubbling out. And I said, I want to hear about career mostly. Love is fine. I don't need to talk to any dead people. I've done that a few times, as you know. And so,
that to me is interesting because if they're telling you career stuff or love stuff, it's like, okay, well, I can't like corroborate that right now. But if you can tell me a dead person, then I can be like, oh, I can actually, like, I could be like, oh, I don't want to talk to that person, but at least I know you got.
What at the end of it, she was like, someone's coming through, and I know you don't care about the dead people. She's like, I got 1 million dead people. I don't want to talk to. I'm like, don't let them in the room, but they're going to be there anyway. But I'll get there. So it started off with, she was like, your angels are the Archangel Michael and this other angel. I have it all written down. I took notes and I recorded. She went right in again, we all know me. We know what I'm like. But I was sitting placidly. She was like, your energy, you have roadrunner energy. You're a grasshopper. It never stops. And I was like, mm-hmm. And I was just like, again, giving a nada.
When she says your angel is Archangel Michael, what is that? Like your guardian angel?
She was like, these are your guardian angels.
Because that's the guy that's supposed to keep away the demons.
Yeah. And the other one is Ariel. And
Ariel?
I know. Thingamabobs, I got 20. That's what she said.
Hang on a second.
And she said my Ursula I would see later today, and she'd be wearing an orange sweater.
Yeah, because Archangel Michael has not kept away this demon.
I know she hasn't, honey. So she went right into, you're not feeding your blood. You are in fight or flight all the time.
You're not feeding your blood.
You're not. It went right into my health, my adrenal health, and my nervous system. I told y'all this is going to get very chemical and sciencey and medicine-y. She said all the stuff that we know about me, it comes from the hypervigilance of being the little gay kid, and it's also just the way my nervous system is. She was like, you're burning out your adrenal system. You need to get on this herb, this herb, this herb. She gave me a list of adaptogens. which I don't do anymore. I used to and I don't do anymore. She also said, you need to get a grounding mat. You need to get a shaking plate. Have you heard of the shaking plate?
I've heard of a shake weight.
This is not a shake weight. It's a shake plate. And it's not a sensible shake for breakfast, lunch, and then a sensible dinner.
A shake plate? What is
Okay,
that?
I've heard of it, but you get on. It's for your nervous system. She was like, they're cheap, and she's not trying to sell me anything. And I wrote stuff down, and again, I need to listen to it because it was. I'll put it this way, and I was kind of tired, but after the hour and 5 minutes, I had to lay down and do nothing for half an hour. So she gets deep and going, and her energy is bouncing around. She's like, you're like me. You're like me. She's like, you're neurodivergent. And I was like, oh, my therapist. She's like, well, you're neurospicy. I said, I know I have ADHD stuff, and I talked to my therapist about it. She's like, you're neurospicy like me. She's like, you're all over the place. Your brain never stops. Now, later, describing all this stuff with my nervous system and my adrenal system and how I'm burning it out because I'm always in fight or flight. And again, I'm doing my best now to relay to you on 5 hours of sleep all the stuff that she said to me in a very compact time, right? But she said that I've signed these contracts. Do you know about the contracts? Uh-huh.
I mean, I've signed a few contracts.
Well, this I signed before I was born. Where was my attorney?
Yeah, you need. Where was Archangel Michael?
She kept saying to me too, your people. I was like, my age. Like literally a couple times, I said once we got through all this stuff, and she told me exactly who I was and what I was doing, and I said that she was like, eventually told me I'm an actor. She said. I said, my agents, my people. She said, no, you're the people from their side. You're angels. But I apparently signed a contract before I was born. I guess we all do. One was from my family. This came up later because I didn't want to talk about my health or my family. I'm fine with both, I thought. Turns out, guess what? Switcheroo jump scare. So I signed a contract. I'm not going to get into too much of this because it's family stuff, and my family, I didn't get them to sign off on any of it. But there was...
They signed a contract.
They did
as well.
Well, they signed a contract after they were born. But the point is that, and I'm jumping around in the session. I'll try to get back to it. But what she said at the end about my family, she said, and again, she didn't know my name, even though my pseudonym had started with a J. This is part of it. She kept going J, 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 all back through the years. Your father, your grandfather, your grandfather, they're all J's. And your father wants forgiveness. And your father said exactly what he said to us when we were at Rachel's. She's like, he wants forgiveness. And she was like, there was money, but there was more land. There's a whole lot of land. And she was like, they know they're apologizing to you. They want your forgiveness. You need to clear up stuff with your father because every single male, my first name is Joseph and, Joseph Samuel. My dad is Joseph. His dad was John. Back through until they came to America in the 1750s, it's all been J's.
Whoa.
Yeah. I might get emotional. So that was the family stuff. It lined up. That was all at the end, so I was already overwhelmed. But it lined up completely with what Rachel Davis told us that night.
Yes, because just a very quick recap of that. Your father was trying to come through. You were not interested.
No. I said, I don't care. And she said, she was like grandfatherly energy, fatherly, older, 80s. My dad died at 83, white hair. And then she said, he just said my son just played a doctor on TV. And I had just been on the Goldbergs with our pal Wendy, playing an OBGYN.
Uh-huh.
And now, bouncing back to that a few years ago, my father never watched me on TV. Except for when I was on Love Spring, and all he would say was, I want to hug that Jane Lynch. I want to give her a big, long hug. I said, she's not interested, Daddy. I can tell you that right now. So he never watched me on TV. And Rachel and I are pals. We follow each other. She could have known that, but I believe Rachel. It was just shocking that he cared. He didn't care in real life, in living life. Back to my health. There was so much stuff. She was like, get a grounding mat. I'd heard of them. I don't know a lot about them. Do you know about grounding mats?
No.
Okay. Well, I get this stuff on my feed because I look at all the new age medicine devices and shit.
I stay away from all that because it so easily becomes this special liquid will cure your
Yeah.
cancer. And it's like, okay,
Well,
no.
exactly. She explained to me what grounding mats is. She has one. It has a silver thread in it. She's like, I made my own. I can show you how to make your own. She also gave me the shake plate thing, which is all for your stomach. She's like, all your stuff is in your stomach, which is, it is, like all my celiacs and my acid reflux and all the other shit.
And remember, you had a demon in your stomach
Yes.
that was
Fuck,
removed
I didn't even think
by
about
the
that.
other Rachel.
Yeah. I didn't even
People, if you haven't caught on, you got to listen to I would say at least the last time Sam was on.
Yeah.
You would catch up on that demon
Oh,
that was
sorry.
in Sam's stomach.
Yeah.
And also when his dad came to visit. Okay, you okay?
Yeah, I am okay. I am okay. I'm kind of having a little bit of a, it's good. It's good TV.
So now that you've heard your dad coming forward and being a different person, I mean, it's just
That means I have to talk to the son of a gun.
that's a lot to process so quickly as of at this very moment in time. But I mean, that's why I think it's interesting. Of course, none of us know how any of this shit works.
No.
But there's a lot of stories that I hear that support the idea that a ghost that's lingering around is someone that like still holding on to their shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then like
Resentment.
someone that has passed is like maybe working on their self, gotten rid of some shit from their living life, and they can like come through to a psychic. They're not like stuck someplace, just kicking around.
Well, one thing she said to me, I said something about I don't need to talk to any dead people. I don't need to see them. She's like, well, you're going to see all of them once you cross over to the other side. They're going to be there. And I'm like,
better get in with them good now.
Right. Well, she was like, you need the contract you have with your parents, with your father, which is the Cinderella story that you don't really deserve it and you have to work really hard to get it. And then you usually won't get it. Like all this stuff, which is very much present in my brain. She's like, I got to avoid that contract. And I'm like, which contract? That was the first one she brought up. And that was about, I have to listen to it again. It was something about my energy and my health and stuff, and the way my brain works, and the way, which my brain's not working right now, but it was all about how my vagus nerve,
Your
guts,
vagus nerve?
yeah, the Vega, VAGUS, I think.
Now you're just making shit up.
We talk about it all the time with my therapist. It's the connection between the gut and the brain.
Is that above the Reno nerve?
I don't know. Oh no, it's near the Hoover Damgina.
The Hoover Damgina.
Yeah, mama. No, the vagus nerve. I'm looking out to she's like yes. Or
Jiha says yes.
Oh, okay. Was she putting her hair up?
It's up by like your neck, and you activate it when you sing and breathe.
Yeah, and it goes down to your gut.
You people are just making shit up.
Your gut is your second brain. Your gut is your first mouth, right? Because that's how you're fed with your umbilical cord. You need to go to my therapist, and my psychic, and my plastic surgeon.
Hang on a second. You're not selling me on your therapist, babe. Don't even try.
Look.
You need to go to my therapist. Baby, I got my BetterHelp therapist. Promo code GHOSTED.
And that was the day Roz let me know I'm the worst advertisement in the world for my therapist. Just imagine what I'd be without him. Well, he reminded me, it's 2015, which is when I met you, and I started with him that same year. So you've only known me with a good therapist.
Oh, that's good.
Back to the psychic. She said all the stuff about, and my lower chakras are all over the place. She's like, but listen to me. Look at my eyeballs.
Many different things.
You know what has been happening with me lately? That's all connected to that.
Which thing?
The man, the sex.
You still.
Oh, shit.
These microphones pick up whispers. That's for sure. Okay, so you're
that area.
Yeah.
So that's all over the place. I wondered if I had gotten a good night's sleep, if I would have presented differently because, and I've talked about on my podcast, I'm on new medication. It's making me sleep well, and I've never felt better the last couple of months.
Yeah.
Again, you're like, this is better?
It sounds like it really worked last night.
Well, it's friends like these that make me take my pills.
No.
And it make me feel crazy. So then we got to, she doesn't know I'm an actor, and I clearly am not recognizable. So she started saying all this stuff about there's lots of writing. They're writing a lot of different things. It's
Mm.
gonna, and I'll try to compact. But she basically said, "You're writing all these different things. You don't have just one career. You're working on a lot of different things at the same time. A book. You're writing. There's going to be a book. Do you know there's going to be a book?" And I'm like, and she's like, "It's not just me when it's too." And I see a lot of travel and flights, and it's the book, and also, but you're going to be in front of people talking, and she said a lot of stuff about writing and talking in front of people. And she's like, "What is that called?" And eventually I said, "Book tour." She's like, "Yes, there's," and she said a lot of stuff that I don't care about, or that so much of it was like stuff we already know about about show business. Cause she was like, "You're going to be going in these places and you get promised one amount of money, but they're going to try to cheat you and you're going to get another one. And then you're going to get to like the hotel and it's not if they promise you it's going to be bad." And I'm like, that sounds like a traveling stand-up comedian, frankly. But like, you have that. Like I did the book tour with our friend and like it just sounds like being on a book tour. She also said like you're going to be working with a lot of people and some of them you don't like and some of them are going to be giving you a hard time. And I'm like, that's showbiz, kid. But she got really specific. Again, she doesn't know I'm an actor yet. She's like, "I see you going in front of people and reading a paper and you want like a job, you want to be working with them and then you don't get it. And then a few weeks later, they're like, we have another job for you, but you have to stand with paper and read something to them." And she's like, "What is that called? What is that called?" Tryouts. And she kept saying tryouts. You have to do tryouts. And then eventually she was like, "I'm seeing the little masks, the little comedy tragedy masks." And I haven't said anything. Only thing I said the whole time was like, yeah, that tracks after she.
Now, your friend and the friend that got the thing from it, does this lady know what they do for a living?
She knows the friend of the thing, but she said to me, well, I know, fair enough. But she said, I don't remember, because she's like, "I don't remember anything I said in these sessions. I don't know." Her energy was like kind of like busy, young
that
mom.
old one. Oh, I don't remember any of this. What did I say? It wasn't me.
But she told me all these things that I needed to do, these adaptogens I need to get. She could be saying, drink a gallon of moon water and piss in the yellow snow or whatever. But
That works.
It does work. I've seen it happen with you. But my point is that it felt connected and genuine, and everything she said absolutely rang true with me and my nervous system.
Okay.
And all this stuff that, and I say this in my show too, the hypervigilance and the dukes up and the always in defensive mode that you go through life with when you're like me or you or lots of different people. You're not like that, but like lots of different people. And that's what's been burning out my nervous system and my adrenal system. And I've always said, like, until I got on this new medication, sleep was so hard for me because no matter what, melatonin, meditation, no screens, diddly-do, affirmations, soothing music, my nervous system powers through any of it, And what she was describing was like this burning out nervous system. And this is probably so boring to people about my stupid life. But then she went on again and like, she said, this must be her life. She's like, she's like, "I'm really sorry. You're not going to make a lot of money in the next couple of months." And I'm like, I knew that already. And she was like, "It's not going to happen until after football season starts."
She got you real wrong.
No, that was her way of saying the fall, I guess, because I know when football season is. It starts in August, September.
Okay. Okay, so in the fall.
Yeah. Well, she was like, she kept saying to me, "I don't mean to be rude," and then she would say something that's very kind of normal. But again, she works with so many people, and she doesn't know how they're going to react. And she was saying things like, trying to think of one. You'll be getting offered things and you'll do them, but the money won't be great. It'll just be normal, and you'll be doing it just to do it. And I'm like, yeah, that's what we do all the time with acting stuff. It might not be the dream job. But she said all this stuff, which I wasn't ready for, about teaching and mentoring and how and I didn't tell her about my one-person shows and how that's me standing in front of a group of people and telling stories. And I didn't want to hear this part. She was like, think about teaching. You're going to end up teaching and mentoring people and leading some kind of workshop. And it's your way of giving back. And here I buried the lead. At the very beginning, she said to me, when she jumped in about what was going on in my nervous system and my body and my chakras. And she was like, I don't know what you believe in, but you really need Reiki. she said, we'll get to like love and money and stuff. She's like, I want to talk to you about your life purpose, which is much deeper than all that stuff. And she said, and I know you say this to me and our friends say it to me, is like, the writing is the key. She's like, you're going to make money off of being you. Who said that to me before? Like, your money, you're going to make money off of being
Me.
you. Yeah, exactly. I pointed. Oh, right. I was pointing at Roz.
I want you to pay me whatever you paid her.
Oh,
I'll
pay
tell you the same thing.
I'll pay you in
tell you
tears.
your vagus nerve is out of chakras.
Will ya?
Yeah!
You're going to shock my raw?
Get a shake plate and let's go.
I'm getting a shake plate. You shake on it, and then it settles your nerves and stuff. I'll try anything.
Yeah, why not?
And she kept saying it's going to be
Worth
really
it.
cheap. I made my own grounding mat. You just need the silver thread. You can put a finger on it, and you'd be fine.
We are so what people think LA is because you know
I
what?
know,
You
I
know,
know.
what? I had a moment like this yesterday where I just got my rescue dog on antidepressants.
Right. Do we know the details of the dog? Can I say it?
Well, we just got him a prescription for Prozac.
Well, that's the thing.
It is, but I'm just sitting here like,
Is it helping?
what would my ancestors say?
Listen, can I offer my point of view?
Yes.
People back in, let's say, my hometown, crazy for Jesus, up and down.
Yeah.
We all got our stuff. This is my spiritual seeking. I've always been a seeker. It comes from the creativity stuff, but like, I cannot stand when people say, I hate LA because people are like this, or all the nuts and they shook America and all the nuts and fruits rolled down to California. Like, A, go to hell. B,
That's a good one.
We've always been on the cutting edge, good or bad. From serial killers to health food stores. It's just like, I love that about LA. And of course, all of us have our limit. And I've been I have so many crystals. So many.
Me too.
So many different seminars and workshopping NARS and all kinds of classes, and I got trapped in the cult for a little bit that time for a while. Not trapped physically.
We've all had our moments in a cult.
I'm trying to figure life out. I think we care. We want to know more. We want to be our best selves. At the most positive, this is what us and this type of people at their best are doing. We just want to help ourselves be the best person we can be for others. Now, some people are very narcissistic about it and egomaniacs, I feel like, and not that I'm not, but like, it's ultimately to give back to the world in the best way you can while achieving your highest level. Men. Okay, she was like, there's going to be this guy and that guy and the other guy, and then you're going to get tired of him and you're going to get tired of him. And I'm like, she's basically describing my dating life. And
She knew you were gay.
well, here's what happened. She was like, in terms of dating, and I had this instinct because and she was kind of looking at me, and I wasn't like, hey, Mary, tell me more about my curls. Oh, girlfriend, what's that lip gloss? Because that's all gays do.
Yeah, that's how they act,
That's
right?
all they do. No, she's like, well, in terms of dating, when you're dating a relationship, she's being general, and she said something about the person is going to be someone who really, she's like, you are, and this is, she didn't flatter me a lot, which I've had before when they've been like, you're the most special earth angel that's ever been born, and you're a creature of very high frequency. But she did say, like, with the guys, you're like up here and they can't match you, and you get really bored with them. And that's what my aunt said to me, too. She's like, it's your ADHD where you can't be with someone for more than 2 months. Unless you're really hot and you're out there and you want to date me, I'll make an exception.
It'll be a fun 2 months.
It will be. I can give you, speaking of references, I can give you some. So she said, nothing's going to happen soon. She's like, I'm sorry. It's not going to happen this year. And I'm like, and I didn't want to talk too much. Oh, but when she said the person, I said, I said to her, yeah, the guy I end up with, I know has to be super special and really amazing for me to make time for him in my life. I'm not interested in just filling that slot of a boyfriend to fill it. And then she kept talking more. She's like, okay, guys. And then she eventually she said a lot of things that I'm not going to say right now that were right on the money. She said, the guy's in a couple of years. And then she's like, big guy, burly, what's that called? Big, tall, growth on the face, big guy, burly, lumberjack. And she's like, what? She just goes, lumberjack, polar bear. He's a polar bear. I was like, I don't know. And I was telling my friend Sarah this at lunch. She's like, does she know about bears and gay community, like a bear? And I was like, I don't think she is. I think that just came through her.
And is that what they call older bears?
Yeah,
Polar
white-haired bears. Yeah, polar bears.
So you're going to be with an older...
That makes me extremely happy. And she said, and then I said...
I just got asked to perform at a bear event, but I can't do it.
I'll do it. What kind of performance?
Stand-up comedy.
Oh.
Something else I've been telling you to do for a while.
I know, and that's... Other than
you want me to give you a psychic reading?
No. You read me all the time. After I talked to you on Sunday and I made those, what turned out to be terrible deviled eggs, the worst lot.
Yeah, I was calling you and you were like, these deviled eggs are falling apart. You were having
bad.
a real deviled egg crisis on the phone. You're like, I can't talk right now. The deviled eggs are falling apart.
It was bad. But I went over to my sisters, who, my family, they know you. You love them, they love you.
With the deviled eggs,
took them in. I
disheveled eggs.
I walked in with them disheveled eggs, and I said, "These are the worst deviled eggs you've ever had." And Laura was being so nice. She's like, "Oh, they taste great." And I'm like, "They're bad. They're just I did everything wrong, and I know better, and I blame myself." Anyway, back to me and the polar bear.
Finally.
Oh, but I meant to say, then Nick, my nephew, who is 20, my niece Julia, 17, they took me on a walk and they were like, Uncle Sam, you're getting on TikTok and we're going to tell you exactly what to do. And they gave me a plan and a program. I said, have you been talking to your Auntie Roz?
Yeah, because I always tell you need to be on TikTok. And one more thing while we're not talking about ghosts, tell us real quickly.
Go ahead. Sorry.
About your sister's neighbor. The tortoise.
Okay, he wasn't out there. There's a half a watermelon out there, smashed in half.
So, Sam's sister lives next to a tortoise who killed his wife.
He murdered his wife.
He murdered his wife.
He knocked her in the pool.
We need to tell Karen in Georgia to cover this story.
They do. Get out there to Melody Acres and Tarzana. He knocked his wife in the pool once. They found her. They got her out. These are giant tortoises that roam their yard.
My favorite animal, by the way, tortoises.
Yeah, and you've seen it.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a mean tortoise. But
Then the second time, I think it was the second time he did it again, and either the second or maybe third time's a charm, like me today. That's the one when no one was around. He figured out to do it when no one was around, and she drowned.
So no one could save her.
Because they're so heavy, they can't swim.
He took out a life insurance policy on her, didn't he?
I'll tell you something. He's very well provided for. And there's also, I was being stupid with the kids, and I said, because there's a statue of a tortoise as well, sitting above where you saw him there in the corner of the yard? There's now a tortoise statue. And I said, there's another tortoise. And Julie said, no, that's the ghost of his wife.
Your niece and nephews are so funny. Sam, we have a few more minutes to hear about give us the dismount. Is that the right word I'm looking for?
Yeah, probably the stick the landing.
Stick the landing. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Did the dead people end up getting in there?
My father came in. It was the JJJJJ. It was the same thing that Rachel Stavis said. It was the whole, they want forgiveness. They know they did wrong. You have to make your peace with them. I was like, how do I void these contracts? And she said a lot of words I didn't understand really quickly, and I got to listen to them again. There's meditation. There's asking the angels to come down to sever the cords. There's take it. Oh my God. She also said, which another psychic said to me a few years ago, that I was a monk in another life and that I was very silent and meditative. And that's why I chose this life and this brain. And that was my journey to figure out how to make all this fucking madness work.
Hang on a second. You were Tony Shalhoub?
Yes. No, I was actually Biddy Schramm from season 1.
I don't know that one.
I've worked with her. She's an actress. She was on Monk. She was the lady on Monk for a while.
But that's interesting. You were a monk. I think I remember you telling me that before.
2 different ones have said that.
Wow.
And the other one, the other one that said I was a monk, she was the one also that said
you know what else? Abstinent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now in this life.
So, well, that's, I think, why I was so messed up at my sexuality for so long. She was like, you were very peaceful and placid, and you need to get back into that state, talk to your angels, void the contract, she said.
Yeah, is there any? That's the thing. You sign this contract, and then what?
Well, she was
You
talking
can
so
you go
fast,
back and
her energy was even more like frantic and than mine. So it was, I need to re-listen, and then I need to research. And she said, text me anytime, because I already texted her for something that's she's like, you need to do your own affirmations in your own voice, whatever it is, like abundance, money, whatever, and play it before in your own voice, because you're reprogramming your own brain, and it's as if the voice is in your mind. Oh, and then at one point she's like, how old are you? And I said, I'm 61. I'm pretty old. She's like, she's like, knock it off. Knock it off. You're very young. You know that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I was like, thank you.
oh, good.
Well, not 61 yet, but I will be by the time this comes out. But she was pretty great. Like, I just felt, my instincts are good on people. I was very open from being tired and like purposefully not performing or giving information. So it felt genuine to me. Yeah.
So you're gonna see her again? Is this gonna be like a regular thing? You think?
She gave me so much info for the next year or two,
Oh.
past football season, honey, that I will keep listening to this and seeing what happens. She gave me some very specific timelines for jobs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to check your notes and
Exactly,
see if
completely.
she got herself a call back.
She made it sound very crucial and of the moment, and on a timeline that I take care of this like nervous, adrenal, vagus nerve, shock, like my body stuff and my brain.
So shake that plate, baby.
Shake it.
Can I show you a haunted doll?
Why else do you think I'm here?
It's time for
The dolls are living.
Okay, Sam, you've done this before. I go to eBay, I type in the words haunted doll. You never know what's going to come up. Here's what we got today is one named Regina.
Oh,
Or
Queen.
it could be Regina.
It could be Hoover Dam Gina.
Regina or Regina for $50. Jiha, show us Regina.
You got it, Roz?
Oh, she's a Southern belle.
Yeah.
Oh, my lordy.
She's gorgeous. I mean,
Oh, she is. She's the most beautiful one I think I've ever seen on your show.
yeah, I mean, her face is kind of a stank attitude, but
It's perfect. Bee stung lip, spider lash.
yeah, she does have a big, giant floral dress
Oh, wow.
and a huge hat.
That hat is magnificent.
That hat is camp.
That
honey.
is camp. Take notes, Anna Wintour.
I mean, it's bigger than like a Hello Dolly, right? Would you say?
I think so. And it's got the open top like the Scarlett O'Hara at the 12 Oaks barbecue situation.
Okay, with some feathers on there.
Ugh.
Okay, well, here's what it says about Regina. Don't let her size fool you. Regina is a powerful, active spirit. You will hear her speak softly when you least expect it. You'll think your ears are playing tricks on you, but they're not. If you don't use a pendulum, my recommendation would be to get one to use with her. She loves talking and is excellent on the pendulum. She spells full sentences quickly and accurately with a strong, smooth swing. Regina lived to be 35 years old, and her lifespan was from 1915 to 1950.
Okay.
She says she died from a Ritalin overdose.
That didn't exist back then.
She said it was accidental. Her and her husband, Frank, ran a pharmacy. They had access to Ritalin before it came out on the market in 1955.
That could be true. Don't look at me. I am not a pharmacist ghost.
Regina
Yet.
has and had ADHD.
Did you pick this for me?
No, I picked this for the person that canceled that you're filling in for. And she heard that the drug Ritalin might help, but since she wasn't taking it properly, she accidentally took too much.
Can you overdose on Ritalin? I'll try it and see.
Get your pendulum out and let's find out. We'll ask her.
The pendulum, how does that work?
So the pendulum, it's like,
I've seen yes or no, but I didn't know it could spell things.
yeah, I think if you had the patience, you could go A, B, C, D. Okay,
Oh,
D. Okay.
so it doesn't make the shape.
I don't know. It's, again,
I thought you had a ghost podcast. I thought you'd know.
no, I mean, you can ask, people will all tell, here's the problem. You'll hear a billion different things from a billion.
Got it. Yes.
This is the first time I've heard about hundreds of psychic readings, never heard about contracts.
I have heard the contracts before
Okay.
in my reading. I've read about them.
So, I mean, you can hear a lot of different ways. You can tell the
Yes.
you can tell the ghost, the pendulum, move it this way for yes, this way for
That
no.
I've
or
seen.
you
Got
can
it.
say,
Yeah.
show me what yes looks like, show me what no looks like.
So it's yes or no, like when we do our 20 people questions game.
Yeah, and I guess you can spell out things if you want to. But, keep your hand still. Many would say
That's
that
hard for me.
Since you want to question my ghost podcast knowledge, I can tell you that many people will blame a pendulum on your idiomotor,
Who? Who's she?
the subconscious moving through vibrations.
Like a Ouija board would
Same
be. Yeah,
thing.
got it. Yes.
Okay. Her favorite food is fine wine. Okay, that's not food.
It's not food. And I was on that diet for years. It's food to me, baby.
Her favorite hobby is taming horses.
Okay, well, good luck
She ad-
riding when that get up.
She adores kids and pets. She likes hugs, kisses, and being held, but she does not like being cuddled, though. I asked Regina what a fun fact about her is, and she said, quote, I volunteer for the IRS. You don't volunteer for the IRS. And
That
if you
was written by
do-
Mad Libs. That is word salad.
I know. I wonder if this is
Ritalin
AI.
IRS? Don't cuddle me?
You do not. First of all, that's like saying, like, oh, I like to give people tickets, at a
Parking tickets,
Yeah.
yeah. Or I take the tolls at the turnpike. Just freelance. It's not affiliated with the state. Like, wait, what would you even do?
No, if you volunteer for the IRS, fuck you, Regina.
P.S. Where's my refund this year? Hasn't come through yet.
Yeah, I think you've been having too much of that food that you like
yeah.
to eat, aka
Yeah.
white Zinfandel.
I was on the thousands version diet of Ritalin and fine wine, and it was called crystal meth and Keto One.
All right, well, that's her. Hey,
That's her. She's wearing a Pringles on her head. Hooray
she
for
does
everybody.
look like she has a giant Pringle on her
Or
head.
tortilla. She's got a donut tortilla and a will to dance and a garish feather.
Can I play you a ghost voice?
You better.
It's time for
EVPs.
or EB Please.
Oh, they
All
scare
right.
me. These scare me.
This is from Hybrid Solace Paranormal. I don't know the location. Both of these EVPs are from the same YouTube channel. What is this ghost saying, Sam Pancake? Okay, there's clearly a jackhammer.
Yeah.
This is clearly a construction zone.
Yeah.
Great place to record.
God, a haunted scaffolding.
Yeah, do you hear a voice though?
I
underneath the-
hear the voice. Yes, I hear like a vocal tone sort of thing. Yes. The tone of it is.
Well, that's not what they believe it said. Did they think it was A, that's my good angle? B, you deserve praise, Dad. C, I don't think I blame him. Or D, who's the star of Rain Man? They couldn't remember who was the star of that movie.
There's two of them. Tom Cruise and Edson Hoffman. I think it's C.
You're correct. I don't think I blame him.
Yeah.
Let's play it again. Yeah.
I can see that matching and fitting, But I don't understand who initially determines that those were the words. Maybe they heard it in
It's
person.
Just a guess.
Okay.
All right, next one. What's it saying?
That's another construction zone.
Seriously.
That sounds more, I can hear a voice. It's one of those spooky voices.
That's not what they believe. Did they think it was A, are you that actor?
Oh, thank you. I am.
B, not gonna happen. C, I want some action.
Mm.
Or D, I'm gonna have boobs. All right? It's one
Okay.
of those.
Okay. Not the boobs. I want to have action.
If they believe it's B, not gonna happen.
But then there's another word, I feel like.
Oh yeah, the other word is
That does sound like that does sound like not gonna happen.
I know, it's spooky.
I'm just checking my mirror.
All right, Sam.
Can I tell you a story that happened this morning?
Please tell us the story,
Should've worn
Sam.
makeup. Okay, I'm not kidding. Last night, laying in couch bed, I started to smell this really strong perfume odor that I and I have a lot of like room sprays and candles and ointments and unguents and like fragrances, and I was like, this is not in this house. Like, this is not of this house. It was so strong and so floral. And I was like, and I went outside because there's also been this phenomenon lately of the clementine blossoms in our backyard are giving off such an extremely delicious smell this year. I've never smelled them this strong. And I went outside at night to be like, is that the blossoms? And it wasn't. And it was like, and then it went away.
Bialik?
It was so interesting, huh?
Mayim Bialik?
Yeah. She was wearing a funky little straw hat, black bodysuit, floral print dress. Then this morning, as after the reading, getting ready to go on the river walk with my friend Sarah, and then to come here, I had hung up a different shirt to wear, which I did not wear. I'm sorry. And I was leaning over doing something with my contacts, and then this wind blew through the house, my little house. Like this cold wind, like, and it was like, this doesn't happen in this area. Every single thing in that house was locked up tight. All the doors were shut, all the windows were shut. And I was like, and then where it was from, it was like, it would be the kitchen window. The kitchen window shut to a crack. And then I looked, and then the shirt that was hanging kept moving and blowing. And it wasn't so strong that I was like, oh, this feels freaking paranormal. But I was like, I just could feel, and actually happening the night before and then after this reading, I felt like something was up in there. Like I haven't felt that before in that house that you've been to a million times. Like I've never really, this was like, I was like, okay. And I really stood still. I took a deep breath and I was like, there's no explanation for that cool, not cold, but like cool breeze.
I know what it is. It's the lady. It's the psychic. She what do they call that?
Follow-up call?
No, she remote viewing is like a thing that psychics do.
Okay, say more about
So like
that.
she's like at home, but like her like spirit or something like is going to visit so she can gather more notes.
Maybe the night before as well.
Yeah.
Like her people. Oh, or it was my angels.
It was your angels.
I don't like that my angel has the same name as my brother who's been difficult.
Oh yeah, because your brother's name was Archangel.
Michael. And then she mentioned another angel at the end. I have to re-listen. It was a name I didn't know. Beelzebub? Is that an angel?
That's
You know what I learned watching a spooky movie for my podcast was like this woman goes, "It is Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies." I didn't realize that Beelzebub means Lord of the Flies.
I thought it was Beelzebub.
She kept saying, and it was a very campy performance and freaking brilliant. She kept saying Beelzebub. She was saying a lot of words crazy, but Lord of the Flies, which I didn't know even in that book about the kids on the island. I didn't realize that was about.
What about Lord of the Dance?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's me. Why? Michael Flatass. That's me.
Wait.
I wish my ass was flat.
What's
No,
the-
I don't anymore.
Sam,
I love you.
this has been a journey. And I'm very happy you came to share it with us. I'm
Thank
happy
you.
it worked out. I think that there's something paranormal to the timing of the fact that you literally had that reading today and we didn't plan on that.
Yeah, yeah.
I asked you to come on here last week when somebody dropped out and you couldn't. But you did this time. If you would have came over,
worked out.
if you would have came last week, you would have said, "Oh well, next week I don't care."
You would have punched me in the face as you
Oh.
always do.
As I always do.
Also,
So-
I have to say that usually I wear the key to my childhood bedroom on this chain, and I didn't today. And I look over, and it's Lee's got it on. He's got a little key there.
Liberace has a key. Yeah.
The key to your heart.
Well, we think that key is haunted because it appeared out of nowhere.
What? No. What?
Right? Isn't that what happened? I forgot.
What if we looked
All
over
right.
there and they're just ghosts?
Yeah, they're not real. Sam, tell everyone where you want them to find you.
You can find me at The Sam Pancake on Instagram and at The Sam Pancake on TikTok.
Ooh, there's a
Coming
lot of
soon.
new content coming.
Yeah, there is. These teenagers know what they're doing. And then also in the summer and fall, after football season, I'm going to be doing my shows Pancakes from the Edge and Samboyant, 2 different shows. Don't know the times yet, but just keep an eye on my Instagram and all the information will be there.
In Los Angeles?
So far, yeah.
Okay. All right.
According to Rachel, I'm going to be traveling a lot.
That's exciting.
I know.
I have a psychic thing to say about all that.
Uh-oh.
All right. Bye, Sam.
Bye.
What's that at the foot of my bed? It's spooky and kooky. I'm pretty sure it's dead. It's coming this way.